pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Keenum now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Down, Keenum. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. And the wideout in motion. Second and 10. Keenum here again. Open here, Adam Thielen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And the D looking like they may blitz. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Play clock winding down. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And an alley. Cordero Patterson. The 40. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Cordero Patterson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson now off the bootleg. Lets this one rip toward. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And bulldozing. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Keenum. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. It's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And the back goes into motion. Just beating the play clock. Keenum to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's John Ryan now, standing just about on his own goal line. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They run. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. Comes to Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 41 yards.
push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, it's Carson, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Here comes the D swarming to the line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Wilson on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. This is taken at his 4. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Linval Joseph in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. In the slot on the right is Graham. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A toss to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line. End zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. In motion is the tight end, Graham. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.